Hello, I'm Azaikyousuke. Welcome back to VenusBlood Frontier. I actually woke up not too long ago and took a shower. Actually, I've made my New Year's video before I started recording this. So for both people on Patreon and YouTube, the video should be out like already by the time this episode is out on YouTube anyway. But for people on Patreon, this video should be out in about 3 days or 2 days in YouTube. Should be after like a Sengoku Rants episode something. So yeah, I'll probably be putting those sort of update videos on the times when I don't usually upload videos. For the playthroughs anyway. So yeah, those probably make a good time for me to start making update videos. But yeah, nothing much has been going on so far. I ate some food, I drank some milk, I took a shower like I said. This is definitely out of the ordinary or unusual. I don't think I've done this the past two months I've been recording so far. Right? Actually recording not at my usual after gym time session. But yeah. Let's talk about the last episode recap. Damn, turn 99. So yeah, on the last episode, we finished off Fenrir. We fucked her with the tentacles. So she joined us. If you guys did not see the H scene on YouTube, it's not that bad, personally speaking. Though you do see some bulging stomach. But maybe I'm just desensitized to all that stuff, right? That's why I'm not really thinking that's all that bad. But as you can see, Thor is pretty much done. After we get 2 more territories, I think we should be finishing off Thor's segment of the area or story. Nothing much happened, huh? On the last episode. We also got Freya's H scene. And yeah, Fenrir. As for what we're gonna do for Thor, Loki said he's gonna use Fenrir's units to actually seduce the males. It's kind of sad though that actually the story doesn't really reflect what goes on with the gameplay. I wish the fact that we got Fenrir means that these guys are weakened. But as you can see, they still have full HP. Nothing happened to them like at all. Let's see, what should we do? Spartan, you go to the front. These guys need to rest up. DD Shack, you're gonna rest up. Not gonna use Fenrir. Sure, I'll use Garm. I'll use Regret here. Everyone can rest up. I think just those guys alone should be enough to beat this guy. Is what I'm hoping anyway. But yeah, let's go beat up Thor. You guys rest. No ambush, but that's okay. Aw, no crit? Come on. At least you got helmet split. Nice. Yeah, you're getting destroyed. Wow, who's doing those dots? 300 dots. Goodbye. Arseny is really good. For being a tier 3, really good. Yeah, I think it's about time we end you. Just gonna go take this one since this only has 1 unit instead of 2. Oh, Thor is here. I might need someone stronger, but maybe not. I feel like this is good enough. Man, I have saving OCD. I can't believe I saved right after I saved. It's also night, so we should destroy her. That's good. Good job, Regret. Good. Only 2 more units. Ooh! That's my best unit right there. Ah, it's okay. You did your job, Black Ball Bouncer. The fact that Thor did not have any sort of parry or evasion is really her downfall. That coupled that she doesn't have any defenders is really much the setting point that it's gonna be over. Thorheim's final line of defense was broken. The monster forces approached by land and began a siege of Thor's temple. Thor fled with a few troops through the temperate forest, still unsure of how it came to this. Well, the cause of her failure was clear. Thorheim's sudden rebellion was a catalyst. After living under the army's protection for so long, the men abruptly rose up and began to selflessly wreak havoc. But their rebellion itself wasn't much. With no training and no leadership, their sporadic riots would normally be easily quelled. But the monsters used them to their advantage. They supported the rebellions behind the scenes. Even from an outside perspective, the monsters were plainly riling up the men, but Thor didn't know any more than that. Why were the men so easily stirred by the monsters? How were the rebellions so quick to spread? Thor was their guardian goddess, whereas the monsters were laying waste to their land. And yet Thorheim's men sided with the monsters. It was like the world had been turned on its head. But before Thor was done being surprised, the situation turned increasingly against her. She's not very smart, is she? Thor's vitriol was understandable. She noticed something approach from the thickets ahead and stood on guard. What's going on? Did the game bug out? Nothing is actually... Hello? Nothing is going on. Did the game bug? Oh no! Well, excuse me for a sec. I don't know why this happened. And I'm back. Oh my god, it seems I got a bug that I had to fix after I downloaded the patch for the game. Didn't even realize the game had a patch. Okay, thank god. I was like hoping that the game didn't break my save or anything. That would have been very scary. But we're back. Even now, Thor was trying to be Thorheim's protector. She could easily fight off the rabble of men, but chose to go around them instead. Appallingly, the pursuers were more agitated than she was. They rushed around all over the place. For the exceedingly skilled Amazons, being chased down by a disorderly mob was a pitiful way to go. Thor acted predictably enough that their siege went without a hitch. Goddesses were such simple creatures, Loki felt. Thor so reserved her power for the undeserving humans that... Interesting way to make that sentence. In the end, she was driven into a corner. If she used her Divine Gear's full power, she could break through the siege, and yet... I hear the whining of a loser. Even from afar, they could see Thor seething with rage. Losing before using the full extent of her powers must have been frustrating. The Amazons surrounding her also seemed to be struggling. Just one more push should do it. When Loki was about to approach, Fina warned him not to. Thor could still fight with Mjolnir. The rebels were effectively hostages surrounding the temple that made use of the Divine Gear impossible. But if he entered all by himself, that would be a different story.
犠牲を出すよりもその方が建設的ですわね。
Right. Looking at Thor, it's hard to see her surrendering. Turka meekly hung her head. And, considering what comes later, simply making her surrender won't be enough. Thor formed a tight formation that seemed to be watching them closely. This deadlock couldn't last much longer. If they sat around twiddling their thumbs, the enemy might attempt a suicidal attack. They were unlikely to lose, but they didn't need more casualties, and failing to capture Thor would be no fun. So be it. I don't know about this, but I'll talk to her personally. Loki picked up his weapon and walked off to Thor's location. The other watched with shock. Don't remind me, I'm well aware. If my calculations are correct, Thor will agree to negotiate. Well, you'll see. They were about to follow along, but Loki held up a hand to tell them no, then went off by himself, finally setting foot within Mjolnir's range. As expected, Thor came forward. Her divine gear was ready, but she didn't seem intent on unleashing Mjolnir yet. Loki cleared his throat and thought about what to say. In the negotiations to come, every word would count. I'm here to negotiate. Yes. You see, I would normally demand surrender by now, but you're not about to obey me, are you? Are we gonna 1v1 her? I don't think Loki would do that unless he has a trick up his sleeve. Thor insultingly grunted, but whatever Loki wanted to negotiate instead, she couldn't seem to restrain her curiosity. Loki observed her face as he went on. Further fighting will leave us both with massive casualties. Your Amazons and the men of your nation would die, and I doubt you want that. Thor, be angry if you want, but let's try to have a constructive conversation. Her gaze alone could have killed a man. Her bloodlust was so strong. Drawing this discussion out any further didn't seem wise. Loki tried to remain confident under Thor's pressure and looked into her eyes for his response. Here's the deal. Thor, any interest in dueling me? Yeah, I would guess this would probably pique her interest. Thor seemed surprised. She blinked a few times. Yes, and the loser has to listen to the winner. Of course, what I want is for you to surrender and disarm your army. But if you win, you can take me prisoner for whatever purpose you wish. As long as this rebellion is quelled, you should be able to make it out of the situation well enough. Thor looked at him with doubt, but Loki just shrugged. I see why you think so, Thor. But what other choice do you have? My only scheme was to start the rebellion, and that plan was already executed. Now, I only need to take care of you, and that can simply be done through strength. The blatant provocation made Thor think about it for the first time. Loki knew he had her. The enemy commander coming forward presented an ideal opportunity, and if he was willing to put himself in this danger, his suggestion for a duel sounded sincere. Looking at all the possibilities, Thor's conclusion as a goddess of warfare would be to accept this challenge. Thor held up Mjolnir and shouted to both armies. Yeah, she's not very smart.
私たちは潔く降伏する。この一騎打ちに何人たりとも手出しは無用。正々堂々と女神と魔族の決着をつける。異論はないね。
I accept. As his troops gasped, Loki contentedly smiled.
一騎打ちとはロキ様らしからぬ無謀な振る舞いに出たものですね。あの方のことですから勝算は終わりだと思いますけど、ベズルングの力を使う気なんだわ。トール姉さんはロキのことはまだ軟弱な魔族だと見てる。だからその油断を作ってるわけか。
Oh, sorry about that. The remaining Amazons, Nordheim's rebels, and even Loki's commanders. Everyone watched to see the outcome of the duel with bated breath. Then, amidst the abnormal tension, the curtain quietly rose on their battle.
あんたがどんな汚い手を使おうが、私はその策略ごと打ち砕いてやるよ。
You know, technically speaking, if we were to 1v1, Thor is probably the only goddess we could stand a chance to win against. Against Freya, she could charm Loki. Against Regret, there's no way we would be able to penetrate her defense. Against Turka, she has an insane high chance of parry. Try me. Loki was holding Vedrung's key. Against Thor, there was no time to bluff about his strength. He had to awaken his full power as soon as possible. Yeah! All his blood flowed backwards. Everything appeared to fade into the distance, and it felt like time passed several times slower. Then, Loki heard a voice in the darkness. Now, it's my time to shine. Their voices become one, and their minds switch places. And then... Heh! You always bring me out for the good shit, eh? The scenery grew vibrant again, and Loki, now Vedrung, surged with such dark energy that sparks surged from his body. Does it matter what it is? Let's have some fun, Thor. Thor sensed Vedrung's enhanced energy and aggressively grinned. A moment later, she crouched low, then leapt at Vedrung. Ah! Yeah, man, I suck at fucking screaming. I said this in the last episode, but I just can't do it. Divine gear and dark gear clashed. At the moment of impact, the atmosphere quaked. Neither side took a step back. Rather, they pushed forward, one blade struggling against the other. Vedrung wielded his dark gear as fluidly as one of his limbs and aimed for Thor's head. Thor nimbly swung her huge axe at Vedrung. Their blades met more than a few times, dark energy mixing with divine energy and creating rainbow-colored sparks that burst all around them. The audience was stunned by the grand battle. Vedrung and Thor measured each other's power, hitting harder with each blow. Eventually... Not bad. Can't believe I've got competition in the strength department. The first one to back down was Vedrung. Thor didn't pursue him, instead watching for his next action. She looked to be enjoying the battle, based on her lively expression. When it comes to pure brawn, Varanart's not good for a whole lot. You keep things simple though. I like that. This time, I got a girl who hates Loki more, I guess. Fenrir wasn't such a big fan. Yeah, see, I wonder what would happen if we... I guess technically we would have to face Fenrir after we got to the forest that she was resting on. So maybe it would have happened the same way. Only that the betrayal wouldn't happen. Yeah, I guess there wouldn't be too much of a drastic thing that happened in the story if we don't cooperate with Fenrir. Nothing. It's already come to this, so let's just enjoy it. But maybe the confrontation with Fenrir would be different though, because Garm probably wouldn't be in the match, or in the story at least. With that, they got moving again. The conflict became even more intense. Both their weapons flew like gusts of wind, exchanging blows faster than the eye could see. Both Vedrung and Thor's eyes were shining bright. As Garm pointed out, the pack of Thrudheim rebels were all frozen with their mouths agape. To begin with, Loki convinced them to rebel by suggesting a revolution for Thrudheim. Women made up the majority of the army while men worked in production jobs. For the military nation of Thrudheim, that effectively put women on top. I guess this makes sense that the men that were in the military army were not weakened, since I guess Loki did make Fenrir's succubi attack the men that are basically civilians instead of the army. The men obeyed the goddess and the Amazons up to then, but on the inside, they were dissatisfied. Loki shrewdly predicted as much and used Fenrir's succubi to rile them up. The men would show they could beat the women, and to do so, they would defeat the goddess who represented them. They rose to action for a manufactured cause, but of course, they didn't know the goddess's true power. Now that they laid witness to the superhuman battle, snapping out of their rebellious zeal was to be expected. Vedrung and Thor's duel was reaching its climax. As the many humans and monsters watched, they were fully immersed in their own world. But in this scenario, the underdog was likely Vedrung. The key could only awaken him for so long, so he had to finish this fast. Vedrung watched for openings the size of the eye of a needle and swiftly attacked. Thor went on the defensive, giving him a chance to try and finish this with a series of supersonic thrusts. Ah! Get wrecked! Yeah, man, I suck at this. Doesn't mean I don't like doing it, though. Thor used her axe as a shield and groaned. Some in the audience thought this was the end. But Thor held her ground. Her knees nearly buckled, but she kept blocking the vicious onslaught. And then... Vedrung stopped to take a breath, giving her a brief instant to counterattack. Ah! I'm pretty good at doing those though. Like, normal grunts I'm doing okay. But like, battle shouts I really suck at. Thor hit Vedrung with a mighty kick and sent him flying. He got himself together in midair and landed on his feet. But that gave Thor more than enough time. Thor loudly declared and pumped Mjolnir with ludicrous amounts of divine energy. Shit! She activated her divine gear? She timed it well enough that there was no time to dodge. Vedrung quickly took a defensive stance. Mjolnir had such destructive power that even for Varnard, cancelling it out would be difficult. Ardently confident she had won, Thor threw Mjolnir. What if we catch Mjolnir though? Is that possible? Turka's scream was drowned out by the Divine Gear's roar. The ground shook, The skies flashed white with lightning. Everyone present ducked down to escape the shockwave. Such was its power. The devastation was overwhelming. Nobody could stand at the center of Mjolnir's destruction and survive. Without waiting for the dust to clear up, the winner of the duel was thought to be Thor. But soon after... Man, that totally caught me off guard. I have to take a breath to actually take some oxygen inside before I laugh. Vedrang's confident laugh filled the area. Beyond a cloud of dirt, a shadowy figure stood tall. The unbelievable sight dumbfounded Thor. Survive that one! I know your limits, Thor! Still in one piece, Vedrang leapt out of Mjolnir's crater. Okay, so we didn't take the hammer. His blazing fist split through the dust cloud and rushed at Thor. A moment before it reached, Mjolnir returned to Thor's hand, but she no longer had the energy to fight back. The time it took to recharge after throwing was Mjolnir's weakness. The fact that it didn't finish Vedrang off had shaken her up. Her eyes white with shock, Thor stared at the approaching fist. Then, the face of the warrior who bested her was burned into her memories. Vet's fist stopped right in front of Thor's face. Heh. Turns out I win after all. That was fun, Thor. Wow, so Loki just believed that Vedrang was gonna be able to finish this fight? That was a bit reckless for him. There was no strings attached there. Or maybe it didn't look like it to us. Maybe he told Vedrang what would happen... what he needed to do when Thor uses Mjolnir. Now that hope was lost anyway, Thor actually smiled as she dropped her weapon. With a heavy clunk, Mjolnir crashed into the ground. But at the same time, Vedrang turned back into Loki. The awakening unlocked by the key had run out of time. It was a narrow victory. Anyone could have won at any point. If there were a second fight, there's no telling who would come out on top. The close win gave Loki less joy than it did relief. Mjolnir's full power would likely have obliterated me. However, Loki explained for Vedrang and pointed at Thor's gauntlet. The armored surface had a big crack. Those gauntlets bring out Mjolnir's power, I believe. Because of that crack, you couldn't use Mjolnir's full strength. The super senses granted by Loki's ability, unearthing Lokasena, were shared with Vedrang as well. During the intense battle, he unearthed Mjolnir's special attributes and tried to destroy the gauntlets. I mean, the only reason he knew about that was during the fight. If you didn't find out about that, how would you have done differently? Wouldn't he have been squashed? He was gambling in this fight. Responding in a frustrated but somewhat accepting tone, Thor nodded. Pretty unlike Loki what he did in this fight. I think I actually know the Megan Yord, because it was in Ragnarok, I think. I don't know about the gloves though, or the gauntlets. Yarn Graper. So hard to say these names. That hit wasn't sustained by me, but the man who rests within me though. This is like the first time that we didn't really use any sort of weird tactics and win the fight. So I wonder how the H scene is gonna be. Maybe it's not gonna be as intense as the others? We'll see. Thor gazed at Loki with admiration, but she was really looking at Vedrung. This goddess is a simpleton, I swear. Loki hid a wry grin and turned away. The silence was broken by shouts from Loki's camp. The downtrodden rebels learned of Loki's victory and cheered. In contrast, the Amazons who survived had lost the will to fight. Their leader's failure destroyed their morale, and they seemed ready to surrender. Heh. Looks like this is taken care of. Turka and the other commanders hurried over. Loki greeted them with a content sigh. Sacrifices were kept to a minimum, and Thor was taken alive. Nobody could complain about their absolute victory. The acclamation for Loki continued to an annoying degree. It reflected the size of their victory. Simpletons. Huh? Quiet, Fina. You knew about that? You sly fox! All of you need to learn some respect. Nothing. Anyway, hurry and disarm the rest of the Amazons. Loki fiercely ordered and turned around. The only ones left were Thor and a dumbfounded Turka. Thus, the war in Thrudheim ended with Thor and all her Amazons surrendering unconditionally. The men's revolution got the results they wanted, turning Yggdrasil's military nation into a male-centric society. But because there was no clear leader in the revolution, control of the country was left to Loki. And his first act as ruler was to nip any rebellion by the women in the bud. I can't believe this went so smoothly. Nope. Still gonna be doing evil stuff. When Loki saw the goddess tied up, he couldn't help but smile. Now it was him who ruled Thrudheim. The human men's foolishness exceeded Loki's expectations. He could see why Thor primarily used female soldiers. Their incompetence did help him to conquer Thrudheim, so he should at least act sympathetic to their cause, but... I believe you heard the news, Thor. Thrudheim is being reborn from a society that belittled men into a nation of equality. Loki looked down at the bound goddess. In contrast to her sportsmanlike behavior after the duel, Thor was no longer even hiding her defiance. Maybe you didn't, but the humans weren't content. The size of the rebellion should tell you that. I don't know about that. Humans are easily corruptible creatures. Give them a self-gratifying worldview, and they'll buy into it. Loki shrugged and returned Thor's scornful glare. The goddess claimed to protect her people, but couldn't even fully grasp how they thought. Her failure would be paid for with her body. She still had plenty of use, both in battle and as an icon in Thrudheim. The reforms in Thrudheim are coming along. The army is still primarily women, but men are operating the government. Men determine the course of the country, while women do the labor to make it happen. That is Thrudheim's new structure. Loki ignored Thor's vitriol and continued. It went without saying that she was exactly right, but he didn't have to admit it. But rapid change brings public chaos and resistance. Quelling their fears will require someone to take the lead and set an example. I'd like your cooperation. Like I said, setting an example. They need to see a man dominate a woman, and who better than their representative god? Sorry, goddess. Thor picked up on Loki's intentions and tried to escape her bondage. But tentacles appeared from nowhere and coiled around her limbs. Thor, you don't know when to give up. For future convenience, I'll have to make you a bit more obedient. Thor struggled to free herself. Refusing to let her, Loki focused his mind and opened the door to a carnal prison. Once you submit to me, my takeover of this country will be complete. Powerless, Thor was dragged into another dimension. Screaming was all she could do. Patreon.com/Azaikyousuke. I guess this is technically what we did to Turka after a couple of training sessions. This doesn't seem that bad, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, see you guys on YouTube. When he returned, Fina was waiting for him. All the orgasms had left Thor unconscious. Fina stoically looked down at the goddess and spoke matter-of-factly. Please do. Lingering arousal burned inside Loki. He didn't once express his desire, so the carnal throbbing had grown so large it was difficult to bear. Fina picked up on it and finally expressed some emotion. That of a woman anticipating beast-like violence. No, I have business to attend to. It was a hard offer to pass up, but Loki's force of will managed to resist. Taking total control of Thordheim and persuading Thor to obey him wouldn't be plausible for a while yet. He wanted to set the new government in stone as soon as possible. Until that goal was achieved, abstinence would likely give Loki the drive to make it happen. Demons were typically true to their desires, but Loki was a rare example of one who knew how to handle his impulses. Thor will one day be my pawn, but I need to create a scenario where she becomes one by choice. Oh, sorry about that, Fina. In essence, yes. Loki shrugged and turned his back on Fina and Thor. As he left, Fina stuck out her tongue while she was still in his sight, presumably on purpose. Loki hated to leave it at that, but he hid his feelings and hurried to the sex training room's exit. That was actually the first time we never did any sex with the goddess. Ooh, we got a B. Turn 100. I took 21 turns. I guess what you need to get an A or an S is 15 turns, because that is what I got when I did Turka's first chapter. I got an S rating. My evaluation was still D. I don't know how to actually get that evaluation up. We got 2 keys of destiny, and everything else is just whatever. Thordheim followed Loki's wishes and put a king in power. The old goddess-led religious regime was replaced by, at least on the surface, a collegial system. But the war with the monsters and the monarchy set up at the end of the rebellion meant constant issues within the government. The quickest way to end the burning resentment toward women, yeah, I think that's supposed to be women, was to create an outside enemy. At Loki's orders, the king declared that quelling the chaos throughout Yggdrasil would be their national policy. That effectively meant Loki's army would absorb Thordheim's. But the idea of exterminating the monsters infesting the continent was the subject of much public debate. Yggdrasil's power came from their mighty Amazons. But in this battle, they were forced to defend exclusively. Unable to use their true power, the rebellion bested them. Demands to obey their sworn enemy, Loki, were naturally met with resistance, but many still burned with the desire to fight. If possible, they were willing to work for Loki as long as it meant fighting for peace on the continent. And most of all, they wanted to see just how far their real power could take them. That was the confidence and pride of the Amazons, desires that the fights against Fenrir and Loki didn't fulfill. Loki excelled at reading their minds. And as he adeptly used the new government, he carried out plans to turn their hostility from himself to their outside foes. The final step of seizing power in Thrudheim went without saying. Throughout all this, Thor was somewhat ignored. For the first time in days, she was brought out of her cell to deliriously listen to Loki. The current state of Thrudheim, the battles in the other nations, the increasing desire to wage war outside the country. Loki turned the public opinion in this direction, but the people of Thrudheim wished for peace throughout Yggdrasil as they always had. Her loss to and assault by Loki made her loathe him, but Thor couldn't deny his talents. Didn't even need your help too. That's not true. The seeds were sown by Fenrir. Besides, some of the Amazons are still extremely defiant. Loki wasn't being humble, but stated it as fact. If time permitted it, he would do anything in his power and took pride in that. But Thrudheim was built around Thor, a being with greater significance than he could easily work around. Your most loyal Amazons argued that a Thrudheim without you is unthinkable. They say I imprisoned you and unjustly usurped your power. No, but the usurping of power is common throughout history. In the Utgardian Empire at least, it has happened countless times. Rather than deny it, Loki openly acknowledged it was true. Thor frowned with disgust. I want you to talk some sense into the dissenting Amazons. Work with me to unite Yggdrasil. If their goddess's allegiance is clear, the chaos should end on its own. That's the idea. Thor spat. It was the expected response. Loki shrugged and recited the words he prepared in advance. Even without you, I can send the Amazons off to battle. I just told you about the new Thrudheim regime's plans. The Amazons will be sent to the battlefields of other nations. Whether you know it or not, they'll fight and die. Is that alright with you? Hostage? No. The decision was made by the new parliament, and most of them approve of the idea. For peace on the floating continent, and more importantly, for the chance to fight outside enemies and fulfill their role. Presumably they didn't consider they would be fighting the other goddesses too, however. Loki paused and gave Thor a knowing grin. You feel the same way, I'm sure. Lightning deity Thor is looking for a place to fight. Thor was about to snap back, but shut herself up. Loki was evidently spot on. Her face showed its first signs of self-doubt. There's that, but if I can bring up one thing, I'm not interested in wiping out mankind. That savagery is best left in the past. Dark Lord Surt desired the heart of Yggdrasil, but Loki saw nothing to gain from that, and would rather use the treasure as bait to find out Surt's true intentions. Of course, taking the throne, along with the Dark Lord's sword and symbol of overwhelming power, Sægjarn, God, how do you say that? was another goal he had not forgotten. This might be the first time we see that name. Or that sword. That sword's name. Don't worry, Thor. I'm gonna train you. That won't happen. The fatigue throughout the continent is becoming severe. Knowing that, you wouldn't start any further chaos. I don't think you're so foolish. I try to think ahead. That, Thor, is why I know I need you. That was his best line. For all the talk about revolution and the new government, what he wanted most was Thor's power and abilities. To get that, he found what would be best for them both and brought it to the table. All that remained was Thor's response. Loki silently waited for her to speak. You're that against working for me? Thor restrained her feelings and clenched her fists as she answered. We'll see about that in a couple more turns, Thor. You've got gusto. It was plainly a rebellious declaration, but Loki didn't want to argue. At least until the continent was united. He had her on his side. Lightning Deity Thor and her Amazons would make up a solid part of his army. When Thor did decide to rebel? Nah, it should be rebel, yeah, rebel. This isn't a noun. There would be numerous ways to handle it. Making her heart submit shouldn't be impossible. Impressed by his lack of reaction to her threat, Thor smiled for the first time during their meeting. Sorry about that, regret. Alright, now Thrudheim is largely dealt with. What's next? While the goddesses celebrated their reunion, Loki was already thinking about the next step. Okay, this is random. Why would you suddenly talk about this? It started with that question from Turka. In an airship far above the continent, Turka looked to Fina for an answer. Fina came to report a squad organization suggestion, but what Turka said put an irked look on her face. This abrupt inquiry about her master's past was about as bothersome as it could be. Fina hit upon an idea and couldn't help but take a step away from Turka. Says the girl that actually had sex with Shoda Loki. So Fina claimed, but she looked at Turka with a perfect mix of pity and scorn. The goddess frantically explained herself. I mean, you probably don't look like... You're not like 18, Turka. You're probably like hundreds of years old. Come on now. Probably applies the same to demons.
だったのかってちょっと興味が湧いただけ、それだけよ。
Oh, this is supposed to be Fina's voice here, but I guess they mess up the coding. Oh, no, okay. Fina thought to say, but foresaw trouble if she did, so she kept quiet.
そんなに聞きたいのですか？
Turka excitedly nodded. Fina quietly fixed her posture and made a suggestion.
そうですね。では、次のロキ様のよとぎの番を一度私に譲るというのであればお話ししましょう。
What the fuck?
そんな。
I wonder if this only happens with Dark Turka. Because I don't think normal Turka would probably be against that idea.
別に聞きたくないのであれば構いませんが。けどロキの子供の頃の話が聞けるなら、わかった。その条件受けてあげるわ。仕方ありませんね。そこまで言うならお話ししましょう。
Fina cleared her throat, then began to talk about the past.
そうですね。私がまだバルバ様とシーモラ様にお仕えしている頃の坊ちゃまは、それは愛らしいお子さんでした。愛らしい？はい。母上といつもシーモラ様の後をついていっては、日が暮れるまで屋敷の中庭で一緒に談笑しておいででした。今のロキからは考えられないわね。なんだか私、お父上であるパルバ様も坊ちゃまのことを気にかけていたようで、ご自身の職務が忙しいというのに時間を見つけてはロキ様に槍の手ほどきをしていたぐらいです。
Fina closed her eyes and spoke as softly as if she were reading to a child from a picture book. Her expression was just slightly gentler than usual.
あの槍はお父上から学んだのね。なるほど。確かに槍筋からは蓄積された歴史のようなものを感じたわ。はい。ワルバ様は当時の魔族の中でも随一の槍の名手でした。坊ちゃまにも修練を続ければいずれ自分を超える腕前に成長すると言いながら楽しげに稽古をつけている姿が今でも思い起こせるようです。なんだかこうして聞いているとロキもちゃんと普通の子供だったのね。
I mean, we always think that gods and devils are, you know, like, gods are good, devils are evil, right? That's from, like, literature and stuff. But I assume, like, modern literature or modern storytelling is trying to go against that sort of, like, you know, old-ass teachings, right? I don't think it's particularly unbelievable to know that there are devils living just like humans. But who knows? I don't know. This is all fantasy.
あの事件さえなければ、坊ちゃん、ロキ様は今でもお優しい性格のままだったかもしれません。あの事件？はい。言われなきバルバ様の反逆罪による処刑、そしてシンモラ様の幽閉。あの日からムスペルヘーム家のロキ様の悪夢の日々が始まったのです。
In a serious tone, Fina talked about the day of the incident.
バルバ様の反逆の真偽は分かりません。ご一緒だったはずのロキ様もよほど強いショックを受けたのか、記憶障害によってその時のことは何も覚えていないそうです。そしてその日からムスペルヘーム家は魔装を奪われ、ロキ様は反逆者の息子という評価の中で生きることを強いられたのです。
Demons put strength and prestige above all else, and Loki was robbed of both. The other demon nobles saw him as a laughingstock. They treated Loki like one would a servant or livestock, but as long as he laid low, played the part of a coward, and put up with the shame, he could still live on. However, Loki did not accept that life. In a world divorced from lavish food and extravagant ballroom parties, Loki polished the spear skills he learned from his father, while Fina taught him sorcery and how to handle women. Fina finished her long story and took a deep breath. Turka was deeply empathetic. This is actually not that long for a flashback arc. It was pretty concise, I like it. She always felt Loki was unlike other demons, and now she was reminded of why. Loki's war was one of rebellion that had been brewing for half of his life. Turka asked out a simple curiosity, but the unexpected tale she got to hear was one she appreciated. Unaccustomed to talking about this, Fina looked a bit bashful. She tried to lighten up the mood somewhat by changing the subject. Suddenly, Fina stood up. Yeah, Loki's probably behind Turka. Fina left without a sound. Huh. Seems like you were having an interesting discussion, Turka. Turka turned around and saw Loki so enraged that the veins on his forehead seemed to be popping out. Now, I hope you're prepared for the consequences. You rarely see comedy in this game, so you kind of appreciate it a lot more when it goes off like that, once in a while. But yeah, I kind of like this game's way of storytelling from a different perspective a lot more than Aokana. In Aokana, you actually don't have any narration at all when you're seeing the perspective from someone else, which I feel like is such a downer because I can't really say too much about, you know, the whole situation, pretty much. Okay, now then, before we move on to the final country, it looks like everyone's present. I don't think this is gonna be our last fight, Regret. Ymir still hasn't done his move just yet. Each goddess had their own reason to join the fight. The troops also seemed to expect the fight to end here, and reports said their morale was quite high. Their army was also plenty large. Now, let's put an end to this war. Stick with me to the end, everyone. At Loki's orders, the airship advanced toward the last remaining country. Can I skip this? No. Oh, I can. Okay, so this is actually the same. Because I don't have skip. Yeah, I only have it skipped to previously read text, so this is the same. But I wonder if Hell is gonna do the same thing by not joining us. So So yeah, if you guys want to see this one, promise to cooperate. I chose this before and she actually refused our cooperation. I wonder if it would play out the same, because we have a lot more, you know, useful party members now. Let's see. No, it plays out the same. Okay. Yeah, even Turka says the same stuff. As you can see, the only difference is that she has a different sprite. Damn, this is a lot of units though. Dear lord. This is so many units. So before, I could only attack the dragon. This is oh my god, these guys have insane. Level 56. They definitely got buffed up. I could have sworn they were supposed to be level 41 when I tried to beat them in Chapter 2. Yeah, they're level 56 now. Holy bejeebers. 100 dragon scales. I assume that means 100%. All attack. What the fuck? I can't believe I tried to beat this during my second chapter before. A D-class Seryu. Can I start making new medallions yet? I cannot. Yeah, I cannot make new medallions yet. I think the only dragons that I want to make is probably a storm dragon. Or the only unit I want to make now is probably just a storm dragon, right? Let's see. Is anyone else good? I don't necessarily think so. Maybe the Musketeer Captain could be good. The only reason why the Musketeer Captain was not good before was because I did not give him any lethal critical. I just saw that he has wide attack and critical boost and I thought he was good. But yeah, I should probably give him more critical boost and lethal critical. I think I can make use of this guy. Let's do it. Let's make another unit, shall we? We haven't done this in a long time. Pretty lucky that we're also... that he's happy too right now. Let's see, I need to give him more critical boost and lethal critical. Preferably, probably critical boost. I could probably give him lethal critical from... Ooh, that defense goes down significantly. But I think that's fine. I think that's actually fine. Yeah, double critical boost. Right. I can give him lethal critical from the weapons, I mean. Can I make weapons, though? Can I make weapons that have... that give him critical boost? Or, sorry, not critical boost. Lethal critical. This one, the handgun. Or the hunter's gun. Or the fire boa. Which is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna give him probably the handgun. Oh, I can't buy this? Wow, you gotta be shitting me. That's a shame. I guess I'm gonna make him this one. Not as good, but I guess it's whatever. Wow, I can't believe I can't buy this. Why can't I buy this? I have the money. Let's see, who's equipping this right now, actually? This guy. Oh, that guy also needs the lethal critical. But I think it's actually better on... yeah, on the new unit. Okay, so you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get helmet split instead, my friend. Let's go do it. Let's actually make a new unit, shall we? Where's Wild Beast? There we go. There we go. Welcome to the team, G-Fish. Boom. Alright. Hopefully you will be very strong. You should be, though. What's your second equip slot? An item. Range attack, you're already range. Group heal, boost human. Ooh, this would be really good for him. Lethal critical again, wow. The Hunter Beret is actually super good for this guy. And it has flank attack. I guess I'll give you ambush alert for now. But yeah, I need to level you up, my friend. Let's see, which area should we go from? Hardy physique, Slayer defense, defense only, parry, counter M6. Ooh, this is annoying. Seiryu, Genbu, Suzaku, and Byakko, huh? I don't know why they put in the Chinese mythological creatures in, in, you know, a supposedly Greek mythology game. Damn, if I get countered, this would really suck. That 261 defense is insanely high. I could try to kill him with dots. I assume this is hell. Yeah, also not a good idea to go from this side. Jesus, 31,000. My god. Okay, this is Suzaku. Hardy physique, recovery, evade, group heal, and fire field. Oh my god, this is probably the hardest one to beat. I feel like Suzaku and Seiryu are really hard to beat. What the fuck? This guy is simply because he has that stupid dragon scales. I feel like I need to go through from Byakko. I feel like that's the plan. Let's see. Any place that I want to change first, though. Any mountainous areas so that I can make more dragons then. Doesn't seem like it. I have a decent amount of stuff. Gonna put you there. Let's see. I'm gonna probably need the best of the best here. Block ball bouncer, most likely. I don't think I need DD Shack. DD Shack has wide attack. And I don't think I need wide attack on this one. Arseny, I'm probably gonna need you. Nadia. Ice field, huh? You know what? Why not? I don't think I need Loki. Spartan, I'm gonna need you, my friend. I want Fenrir simply because of the ice field. I really want that. The way to beat Byakko is probably with magic. Let's see. Man, I'm level 30 something and these guys are level 56. Such a... Isn't that like such a big difficulty spike? Would you say? Insanity. Who do I change with Loki here? Now that I take a look at Loki's skill set, he's decent, but he's not all that good, is he? Critical boost, lethal critical. I wish I can give Turka a lot more critical boosts. I'm gonna use Turka in the front line. Let's take a look at Thor too. Attack tactics, wide attack, helmet split, lightning field. Ooh. She's a much better Fenrir, what the hell? Let's equip her with stuff. She used a double hand. Range attack, that's actually really good for her. This'll make her not trigger a counter. And then another critical boost, that's good. Oh, she doesn't even have critical boost. She can use an armor. Spell barrier, sap demon, parry. You're gonna need the parry, my girl. You're gonna need the parry. Thing is, though, she's not really high leveled. She's only level 23. Okay, this is gonna be the team for now. Let's do it. I should be able to beat this one. Oh, sorry, not this area one. Ooh, almost messed up there. This one, I mean, Byakko. Hardy Physique, Ambush Tactics, Lethal Critical 100, Critical Boost, Flank Attack, Added Attack 2. Oh boy. This is gonna be intense. He doesn't seem to slay Spartan though. Ah, right? Human, male, and then that. Yeah, he doesn't seem to slay Spartan. So he should be able to at least tank for us a lot. Well, let's just do it. I don't think we're ready for this. Oh shit. I need to change Spartan's location after this, if this fails. Fuck! Oh my god! What? Oh my god! Spartan, do your job! Yeah, we could do this, but Spartan did not do his job the first time. Fuck off, Spartan! Oh my god, Spartan! That is gonna be so much money lost. I kind of want to actually reload. I feel like I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna change my placement. Besides, I forgot to turn the training for Loki, or not Loki, sorry, for Thor anyway. So there we go. Man, I actually feel like I should be doing a lot more of these H scenes, since I do want I want this playthrough to be a full corruption playthrough. But we haven't really been corrupting a lot of the units. Okay, I think we got this. I just gotta change up where I put freaking Spartan to where she is. Okay, Spartan. Can you please block for me now? Are you kidding me? He did. Ah, he did it. I chose the wrong thing. I was gonna say like, huh? Why did it not trigger the ambush now? Oh my god! Retreat! There's no way I can beat this one. Fucking hell! I can't believe that just happened. Oh my god, Azai. This time, we should be able to do this. My goodness. Can you do your job, Spartan? No, that's not who I need to change with. I guess I need to change with Nadia. Oh, there we go. There we go, there we go, okay. Her dying once is okay. Okay, okay, I think we got this. I think we got this now, yeah. Oh, no, 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 no! Forward guard, you fool! Okay, 2 deaths is still better than 3. Wow, what the hell? Why did she take so little damage from this guy? Whatever, man. I'll take it. Still 3 fucking deaths, so whatever. Whatever, I'll take it. We didn't get the Key of Destiny this time though, that's a shame. Now, shall we begin? Loki stood in the center of the training ground, took deep breaths and focused his senses. In his hand lay the key. When Loki grasped the dark energy-filled object, a voice echoed from the depths of his mind. Yo, brother. What's up? Need me for something? Nothing in particular. I only wanted to try a little test. Loki stuck the key into his heart and, as if to open a weighty door, charged it with dark energy and slowly turned it. Ugh! Turning the key shot pain through Loki. His heart grated and his heartbeats felt like screams. It was like his heart had shrunk in size. He had performed the act many times, but never got used to it. If the feeling was like anything, it was like squashing your heart in your own hand. Ah! Yeah, I still suck at that. Seconds after the key was turned and a whirlpool of dark energy whipped up a storm in the room, Vedrung materialized. Ugh! Ah! You haven't let me out in a while. Vedrung checked his body's functioning by nimbly spinning his spear. Evidently in a good mood, the spear twirled so fast that the average human's eyes couldn't even see it. Now then, I don't know what you're thinking, but I finally get to be in control again. Think I'll head out and obliterate an enemy platoon or two. Vedrung jubilantly carried his spear with him to the door, but then... Alright, I see now. That's enough, Vedrung. It's time to switch again. Loki announced in Vedrung's head. The black energy overflowing from his body turned to mist and began to dissipate. Ah! Hey, hold up! Already? Fuck that! Give me a little time to... Vedrung didn't get to finish talking before the dense energy vanished. And he did with it. Well, that'll do. Your mind-boggling amount of dark energy got the better of me first. That's a typo for sure. But now it seems I can control you to an extent. The effects of using him and the problem of controlling him limited how much Loki wanted to use Vedrung in battle. But if Loki's own willpower could control Vedrung, he decided it would be fine. The risks were great, but Vedrung's combat capabilities were off the charts. If it could be used, he should be, according to Loki's true beliefs. There's no denying the other candidates have a comparatively versatile weapon. It can't hurt to enhance my power. Once he reached that conclusion, Loki left the training ground. Does that actually unlock Vedrung? What the? Whoa! 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 Wait, where is he though? What the fuck? He's here, but I don't see him. Maybe I just need to use Loki somewhere, huh? Yeah, I think that's how it works. Maybe I can manually... Oh, wait, no! Loki changed into him! Oh, wow! Okay, that's... Okay, I was just underestimating Loki and now he did this. Well, thanks, Loki. I need to buff up your critical boost, my friend, though. Range attack. Ooh, this would be so good on Loki. Can I? Oh, I can't make this. Why can't I make this? I want to buy this. I have 99 materials for this thing. Maybe it's actually... Oh, maybe I can't actually stock up on the materials. Maybe that's actually the limit that I can have it at. I'm gonna actually buy a lot of this. Just so that I can make it not stock at 99. I can also use a Key of Destiny. Yeah, I'm gonna give this to Loki. Sorry, Loki is probably gonna be a lot better now. Sorry, Thor. It can also use an armor. I gave Loki this. Hardy Physique and Self-Heal. Helmet Split and Hardy Physique. I can buy this one. It's only material 4. Or rare 4 material. I lose self-heal, but I gain 15 helmet split. I think that's a good trade-off. Besides, I got a lot of that material anyway. Might as well use it. Sure, I might as well give it to DD Shack too. I gave DD Shack this, critical boost and lethal critical. That's really good. Man, Loki would also benefit from getting this. Oh, what the fuck? Why did I not make a lot of Zanbatos? These are awesome. And these are material 99 or material 4. Now I kind of regret making a lot of these now. Maybe I should give Loki this too. This is actually insane. The reason being is that I want the critical boost. So that's gonna be 40%. Oh my god. Okay, I'm giving you this back. Oh man. Lethal critical 50 helmet split. My goodness. Sure, whatever. It's kind of weird that Regret uses two-handed swords. Okay, Loki is gonna be very devastating, I feel. Fenrir, you go back in the back line. I should probably try to use Thor too, somewhere. Turka needs to heal up. Fenrir needs to heal up. I'll put you. The Gorgon's not that strong. I kind of need to put someone weak here so that I can use them up and train them up. Maybe I need to train Freya. You're gonna go heal up? No, maybe the Horseback Musketeer. I gotta heal up a lot of the— What the hell? What happened to my money? I had 13,000 money? Didn't I have like 50,000? What happened? Oh my goodness. What happened? That was weird. Jeez. Well, it's whatever. DD Shack, you're gonna go heal up. I'm gonna put this there. H, you're gonna go heal up. I'm gonna put Thor here. I'm gonna try to use 2 units. Maybe 3. Maybe I'm gonna use DD Shack and Black Ball Bouncer both. Then I'm gonna try you to level up someone else here. But who? Who should I level up? Where's J Fish? There we go. I was gonna say J Sun. Because this is technically J Sun back then. Okay, let's see. There's 2 unit size here. Oh, there's a Holy Knight. That's gonna be an annoying one to beat. This one doesn't have any defenses. I feel like I could actually beat those. As long as I put in my main attackers like these guys. Yeah. Just gotta go heal up DD Shack. There you go, Jason. I think we got this. I don't know why my money is so low though, yeah. I don't think it was that low before. What happened? Okay, we're gonna go attack this one because I need to kill this one pretty quickly. Oh, those guys have dragon scales. Gonna be annoying. These guys are strong. But I'm gonna hope that my range units should be able to handle this. Ooh, double ambush. Not good. Okay, good. Forward guard. Good. Keep guarding me, please. Damn parry. Ah! There goes the musketeer. We're not doing too much damage against these guys, but we're doing a lot of dots. I don't know who's doing those dots, but we take those. Okay, good job. Nice. Only the dragons left. These are gonna be the hard ones. There we go. Good job. Awesome. Awesome. We went through their dragon scales probably because it's only 50%. And helmet split probably helps that too. Fuck! So close. I think I'm gonna reload that. I want to take that in one single swoop. So I'm gonna have to use a third team. Probably not someone that's too expensive. So like, probably some weaker units should be fine, right? Not gonna use the Moo. Yeah, maybe this should be good enough. I want everyone else to get some HP. Okay, we got this though. As was shown, we beat these guys easily. Well, not easily, but decently easy enough. Yeah, look at that. Spartan doing work. Ah! Loki's doing work. Or Vedrong, I guess. And I don't know who's doing those dots, but they are very much welcome. I'm guessing it might be Freya. Yeah, fuck off. Easy. So much EXP. Nice. Exactly the same. Boom. 2 turns, we already got 2 areas. So far, so good. There's an invader over here. That's a dragon. Oh, that's a serpent. A siren. This is the first time we saw one of these. Strat support 100. What the fuck is that? Action block? What does that do? A group heal. Pierce attack. Hardy physique. The dragon sails is gonna be annoying. An elf fencer. These guys don't seem too tough. I think my second team should be able to beat those guys. But man, this is gonna be hard trying to actually continue past this area. Look at this. They are stacked. Right? The problem is that they are very stacked. Most areas are filled with 2, 3, 4 units. This is a training ground, plus 5 EXP, plus wall. I don't even want to think about doing anything to change my buildings just yet, because everything is so expensive. Let's go heal up. Horseback Musketeer, the reason why you died is probably because you're low leveled. J-Fish did not get hit there. I like that. So, the reason why we're doing dots is because I got Dark Field. And then, what else? We got Lightning Blast. Ah, Loki also has Dark Field. So, 2 Dark Fields and 1 Lightning Blast. I see. That's why we were doing dots. Sure, I'll heal you up, my friend. My second team doesn't really need to get healed up much. I'm gonna change Fina to Dudulahan so that she can restore some HP. Yeah, I'm gonna try to build these 2 up to level these guys up. And after that, I'm gonna put them in the reserve. So I'm gonna try to beat one of these guys. And next turn, I'm gonna try to beat 2 of them. Oh my god, this looks horrible! Ugh! This looks like a horrible... Oh my god. God, this looks horrible. Group heal, group heal, group heal? You gotta be joking! Holy shit. They have an extra unit. Or they have an extra action. Ah, these Hadron things give them an extra action. Ah, now I guess I know what the action block does. Action block probably makes you have 1 less action. Wow, that's OP, isn't it? Interesting. Shit, I don't think I can use jobbers here. I'm gonna use these and heal up Spartan. I guess that's where all my money goes to. Everything is so expensive. I'm gonna try to beat this, but this seems hard. I think as long as I can beat the Holy Knight, it should be possible because they are the only one that has a group heal. And everyone is going to defend. My third team might not do much, but hopefully they can do something. Yeah, I think they should be fine. Come on. And we're probably gonna finish off with an H scene after this. Oh, come on! That is not a lot of damage. Spartan! Okay, the dots are doing pretty good, but not enough. Spartan! Oh my god, Spartan is not blocking for us because of the stupid ambush. This is not good. We are not doing very good right now. Simply because they are not getting countered. We're doing damage via dots, but that's not good enough. We're still getting squashed right here. Okay, I think we still win though, overall. Yeah, we won. I don't like how we won that. Because Spartan wasn't doing his job. Wow, that didn't kill them. I hope that didn't let them take over our territory. Okay, did not. Good. This is not good. Freya and Horseback Musketeer, I'm gonna have to put you back, man. Yeah, you're just gonna heal up. J-Fish. I haven't really been leveling up Kurisu too. God damn it. So many people that I actually need to heal up and level up. Regret, go here. Mercurius. I don't think I need to use Mercurius here. I need to use an actual attacker. Nadia's still healing. Arseny, you can go here. Okay, I'm gonna try to kill this one. This one's gonna be rough. Maybe not. Equitable heal. Critical boost. Damn, a lot of group heal. I'm gonna try to kill this one. We should be able to kill the Gart now. Okay, no ambush, that's good. Spartan can do his job. For once. Sorry, Spartan, I know you're doing a really good job. It's just, last battle really wasn't your best job ever. Yeah, this is pretty easy. Yeah, if Spartan is actually doing his job, this is so easy, man. So easy when Spartan actually does his job. Get fucked. Okay, the third team should kill this one. Good. Oh my god, 3 invaders? You gotta be joking. One of them actually left this territory, so I can occupy it. I think occupying doesn't waste a turn, so I'm gonna occupy it, of course. Yeah, see, it doesn't take a turn, right? So that's good. Oh my goodness. I hate it when people actually, you know, attack multiple times like this. I think that actually uses some of their units, which is good, but at the same time, I don't want them taking some of my territories. I don't even think I can guard 3 of it, sadly. I could probably get 2 of it safely guarded, but not 3. I'm gonna try to guard this one. Or I'll basically try to guard the hardest one. They don't seem that tough though. They don't have any crazy supporters in this one. But okay, before I end the episode... Whew. Already pretty hard right off the bat. I wonder if I have the necessary money for this. I surely hope so. Okay, I got 25,000. Should be good enough. Let's do an HC and end this off. Milking training. I was gonna do this, but yeah, I guess we're gonna do this one. Succubus's obstruction. I want to basically make everyone... Huh? Freya has one affection on me? Why? How does she even like me? Weird, but okay. But the reason why I'm going to get this is because I want to progress her corruption. And I guess Freya Freya's training is gonna involve her boobs a lot, because the first one was a boob job or a blow job, and now this one is gonna be milking training. I guess it goes in accordance with their assets, quote unquote. The moment she entered the sex training room, Freya looked disgusted. Sitting in a chair, Loki spoke to her. At least try to look less annoyed. Your beautiful face is going to waste. I see. That does make sense. Freya obediently sat in the bed, but coldly looked at Loki. The resignation was clear on her face, but she hadn't lost the will to resist. I wanted to chat for a little longer, but if you insist, I suppose I'll try to meet your expectations. Loki appeared a bit disappointed, but he went ahead and summoned tentacles to restrain her. Patreon.com/Azaikyousuke. As per usual, they go straight into it. Okay. This is where we're gonna end it for YouTube and Patreon. But we're back YouTube. That was an alright H scene, I think. Freya's H scene so far doesn't seem to be all that bad, personally speaking. I feel like they're more on the, you know, like ridicule slash verbal abuse type of like H scene. This game has a lot of kinks, so if you guys are into that, Loki definitely talked down Freya a lot. I like it too though, don't get me wrong. But yeah, on the next episode, I might actually do a lot more H scenes. Yeah, I think on the next episode, we might actually do a lot more H scenes. Just for the fact that I want to get the goddesses to be corrupted. Yeah, I think I will. I also probably should also finish off Turka here. So, for sure, we're gonna do Turka, Thor, and Freya on the next episode. I'm still gonna put Regret on hold. Not yet for Regret. But yeah, this invader search is gonna be for future Azai's, like, headache. Current Azai, signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon will be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. And I will see you guys. Oh wait, forgot to talk about the free Patreon members again. Free Patreon members are now a thing, so people on YouTube, if you guys are not on Patreon just yet, just become a free Patreon member there, and I will be putting first episode playthroughs, or first episode previews or future playthroughs. And now I can safely end the episode. See ya!